Hello everyone, this is Empress Dawn here to give a bit of a warning when it comes to once you hit Trailblaze level 40. Now, for a little bit of background context, I'm very familiar with gacha games. I played Fate Grand Order, Honkai Impact, Genshin. I know about the grind, but I really want to give you a little bit of a heads up that once you hit Trailblaze level 40, this game really starts to test your resource management. Now, for a little bit of context, I hit Trailblaze level 40 last night. And I leveled up my Sealy, my physical Trailblazer, and my Natasha to level 60. Now, how many books did that cost me when I've hardly grinded the EXP books? I had about 101 books. And right now you can see, well, 101 purple books. But as you can see, I currently only have 37 books. And not only that, but I'm sure you can see right here my credit amount. I had close to, honestly, almost double this yesterday. And I'm already starting to worry that I'm not going to be able to level up a full team with everything I've got just by grinding out what they need for Ascension. I'm probably going to have to go and level up, go into the domains when it comes to getting the books. But not only that, there's also the matter of traces. These start getting pretty expensive later on, because... Alright, look at this right here. You probably get, like, 2 or 3 of these per 10 resin you do. Not these, which you primarily need. Although maybe you'll get 1 drop of it, but it's unlikely. I usually, before Trailblaze 40, I got 1 or 2 of these per 60 resin use. Right now, I am trying to level up my Natasha's light cone. And right now, I need 6 of these things. And getting 6 of these is already asking more than even leveling up her traces. Which is... It kind of took me, I want to say, around 120 resin, somewhere around that, in order to have enough to get, like, 6 of these, because they're very scarce. And the reason I'm making this video is because I want you to understand something very, very important. Once you hit Trailblaze level 60, these are your priorities. Focus on 1 character at a time. Get them to level 60. Get their light cone to level 60. You can focus on traces later. Then move on to the next character. And then the next. And then the next. But do not try to level up all the characters you've got, because you will not be able to. the amount of books you're going to have to grind, especially... Oh, I didn't even mention this. I have the Battle Pass, and I'm still running out of, mats. So back to what I was saying. You really want to focus on one character at a time here. And I would say limit it to 4 characters. Your main DPS, your secondary DPS, of course your healer, which is probably in this case Natasha, and March 7th, which right now, unless you have Japard, is your only option for a shielder. Because the amount of time and credits it costs to ascend characters, like, let's look at this. I mean, it's actually not so bad. But the amount of time credits, and resources it takes, I mean, look at this. Before Trailblaze level 40, I can't even make these anymore. And I haven't had to grind these. Which thankfully, you can grind them in Simulated Universe, so there is that. But once you hit Trailblaze level 40, your resources... The resources you've gathered without having to constantly go to the credit domain or the book domain, you're going to be going to it a lot more. So do not try to level up all of your characters. Just don't do it. Focus on 4 characters. Your DPS, your secondary DPS, your healer, and your shielder, which in this case is Natasha and March 7th. Even Welt, which I would love to ascend, I know I'm not going to be... He's probably going to be one of the last I can ascend before I have to start grinding again, because I also gotta ascend his light cone and such. And I know what some people are worried for, and that's the end game, which is the Forgotten Hall. I know people are going to want...
Do you want to enter the Forgotten Hall?
To enter here, get through all this, and then enter the true Spiral Abyss. But here's the thing, guys. I've been playing this game for around almost 2 weeks now. I played the second day of launch, and this is pretty much all I've got so far. I imagine if I wanted to, I can probably reach up to 13 here once I level up all my characters. But the thing is, guys, your resources are so limited when it comes to it. I'm not even considering grinding out relics right now, because that is RNG. That is RNG if I get good relics, even though I've unlocked the ability to get 5-star relics right now. Right now, I'm just gonna settle with what I've got until probably Trailblaze level 50, and then maybe I'll start focusing on leveling up some relics. Maybe I start getting better books and such at Trailblaze level 50. Right now, I don't know. But I just really wanted to warn you guys, focus on 4 characters that you mainly use in your team. And maybe you can slot in a 5th, which for me, my 5th is probably going to be Serval, because she's the only reason I managed to beat Svarog in the in the simulated universe. But that's mainly what I wanted to tell you. That the grind after Trailblaze level 40. It's real. I haven't run out of resources yet, but I can easily see that it's gonna be a tough one. You've really, really got to choose how to use your resources carefully after Trailblaze 40. So, just make sure, don't try to level up everyone. Characters that you're gonna use, but they're not super important all the time, you can leave them at level 50, and they'll most likely do fine. They'll probably be a little squishy, but they'll still do perfectly fine. Again, the grind here, I think it's a little too early to tell, but it might be worse than how Genshin was at the start. I'm not entirely sure. Again, maybe it'll get better after I reach higher Trailblaze. But yeah, it's looking pretty rough. Wait, how much is that? Okay, that's not as much as I thought. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. I'm planning to make more videos around Honkai Star Rail. I just wanted to make this one first because it seems probably the most important when it comes to resource management after you hit Trailblaze level 40. I haven't fallen into the trap yet because I realized the signs once I leveled up these two and saw how quickly I was running out of resources. Like, it's gonna be tough. And again, don't try to rush the game just in order to be able to do end game stuff. It's not worth it right now. If you ask my honest opinion, I don't think a lot of players are going to be able to access the equivalent of the true Spiral Abyss experience until maybe a month or two of playing. Those bigger content creators are using money in order to accelerate their progress, but I would not do that. And one other quick little bit of advice I'll give, as soon as I can find where the item is. Wait, where's the... Here it is, inventory. Right now, if you're still early on in the game, hold on to these. Hold on to your fuel until you get to this part, because you're really gonna want them. You are really, really going to want them to help ascend your characters at this point, because the resin usage and how much you get, it's rough. It's rough. Again, hold on to your fuel and only use it when you're like really close to like ascending someone and you're just like, go ahead. But just hold on to it, and especially don't use it for relic farming. Again, I really can't recommend relic farming right now, because I've seen other content creators say they're going to do relic farming once they hit 40. And right now, I can't recommend that until after you've leveled up your character's traces. Well, first, their levels, their levels, their cones, their traces, and you've got a full team to go. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. I'm honestly, the highest level relics I'm probably gonna have for a while is just gonna be these two because I'm gonna get so much of them from just doing the simulated universe. I know I said, yeah, that's really all I wanted to say, and then I said more, but what can I say? That's just how I am at times. But I just really hope this warning helps you out, because it's a little scary up here in Trailblaze level 40. So yeah, just be very careful. Be very careful with your resources. Because I know I am. I know I'm going to focus on one team, and then if I have spare resources, I'll try to level up one additional character. If you like what I said, consider liking the video and subscribing. This is the first of Honkai Star Rail related content I'm going to release. And I hope this video does well. I hope plenty of people see it so they don't fall into this trap. Because even though I haven't fallen into it, I can definitely see it coming. Thank you all for your time, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye!